So hi guys, my name is Izzy. I'm a sporadic YouTuber. Today I'm doing something I haven't done in a while because I have made purchases on this particular site, but I didn't do hauls for all of the purchases I made, which is dumb. I was looking at like my past orders and I'm like, I never made a video for that. Anyway, I did a thing. I may have Book Outlet a purchase. I may have participated in their Boxing Day sale is what I'm trying to say. So the first book in here is Dusk or Dark or Dawn or Day by Sheena McGuire. The next book in here is Furthermore by Tara Mafi, is that how you say it? I have been wanting to read this for so long, and Book Outlet has had it for a while, and I'm like, the Boxing Day sale is when it's happening, so I picked it up. The next book I picked up was Mortal Danger by Anne Aguirre. I also picked up Yellow Brick War by Daniel Page because I did read the first book in this series last year and I loved it, and I cannot wait to continue with the series, and I think this is the third book. I think. The next book is The Walled City by Ryan Grandin. I also picked up Red Queen by Christina Henry. I have Alice over there. This is the second book in the Chronicles of Alice series, I believe, which I haven't read yet. But if you know anything about me, if you've been watching my channel at all this year, I really love Lost Boy. It was one of my favorite 2017 releases, one of my favorite books that I read. It was great, and it was a retelling of backstory of Captain Hook. This is Alice in Wonderland, and her books, I'm assuming this one is just as good, but they're horror, fantasy, and like they are dark and creepy. I also picked up Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Sheena McGuire as well. I haven't read the first book yet, but I figured what the hell. It was cheap, so I got it. My finger apparently was bleeding at work, and now it's fine. Anyway, it's like dried blood, so apparently I was bleeding at some point today and I didn't know it. Whatever. The next book is Black Souls, which is the sequel to Black Hearts by Nicole Casterman, which I read again last year. It was one of the last books that I read of the year. I picked up Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy because I'm reading this series and I wanted to pick this up as well to add to the collection. So the next book I picked up was The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth War. I read In a Dark, Dark Wood this past year, and this was on Paperback Swap. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you haven't picked up like a copy of this book, like physically picked it up, you need to go to like the store and pick it up. All of these little water drops are like, you can feel them. They're all like raised. It's like embossed. Anyway, sorry. The next book I picked up was Vanessa in the Night by Sarah Porter. I've heard good things and bad things about this one. I've heard it's very underrated, and then I've heard people just tell me, nah, it's not really worth it. But I really want to read it, so I picked it up. I also picked up the Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. The next book is Airy by Mary Dava Headley. I think I actually bought Magnolia through Book Outlet, so now I picked up the second book, even though I haven't even read the first book. Alright, the next book I picked up is The Names They Gave Us by Emily Lord. I've heard amazing things about this one, and I want to read it for myself. I also picked up the book 3 in the Infernal Devices series, Clockwork Princess, because they had it, so why not? This is actually a gift for my sister. I picked it up and I figured for her birthday in April I would give it to her. And this is Dawn of the Dead by George Romero. My sister got to meet George Romero, and if you don't know who George Romero is, he is a classic filmmaker. He wrote Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. He's made some really creepy movies. Night of the Living Dead is one of my favorites. I love that one. But yeah, my sister has met him I think twice, and then when he passed away she was really bummed. So I figured I would get this for her for her birthday, so hopefully she doesn't watch this video. The next book I picked up is a book that I already own, but I picked up an extra copy because when I find books that I love, if they're cheap, I buy an extra copy so that way I can lend that copy out. And this is one of my favorite books from 2017. So if you're making a Book Outlet purchase today, this little baby is only like $2. Go get it. It's worth it. I promise. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It is one of the best books I've read. It's one of my favorite books. Yeah, I love it. So anyway, this is a little something different. 14 Viewpoints of One Love Story by Sandy Hall. The next book I picked up was Wink Poppy Midnight. A Hero, a Villain, a Liar, Who's Who by April Grenavine Coke. The next book I picked up is The Wager by Donna Jo DePoli. I don't know. This was one of like my recommended books for me. Like it was recommended for me, so I picked it up. And last but definitely not least is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. So yeah, guys, there you go. That is my book outlet haul thing majig. Like I said, it was Boxing Day sale. It was bound to happen. I knew it was gonna happen. I couldn't help myself. I made a purchase. I splurged, and I'm totally cool with it. I'm cool with it, so don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll be paying for it later when I'm trying to scramble and read all these books. But yeah, anyway, so peace. I'm out. Goodbye, guys. I love you. All that jazz. Have a good one. Goodbye. Goodbye.